It's Friday. I've got a little vlog to do. Just a tiny one. Will I get it up today? Let's see how the internet's playing. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Judy and you are watching Running So and So. So welcome back everybody and welcome to the flurry of new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on this crazy sewing journey. Or should I say, welcome to my life, because this has been my life for as long as I can remember. And I mean as long as I can remember, which is back to about 4. So there you go, that says a lot, doesn't it? So I've got some flowers today. Do you love my flowers? These were a present from one of the children at school, and it came in a lovely little vase like this. And the mum just handed them over to me and she said, "We've got you some flowers. We got you a balloon, but my son burst it." I just thought, do you know, these flowers, it just means so much, and I can just put them here next to me. And I've got them there in my sewing room. Now the first thing, so I'm going to try and upload this because I'm not at school now, it's Friday, and I'm not at school because school's out for the summer. Behind me on the sewing machine at the moment, I've got bridesmaids' dresses. Now I've helped out the alterations for 2 weddings in the village. And it's a huge honour, as I've mentioned before, doing the weddings in the village, because it's people that you know, it's people that you see every day when you're out walking the dog. So Catherine's is all done and the wedding is on Thursday. And I'm just finishing here and I'm being a right fusspot because these are for Amy. And Amy's married already and she's having her wedding party tomorrow, and her 3 daughters are bridesmaids. Please excuse this. It's my Ogden cami keeps slipping down off my shoulders. And I'm being a right fusspot because I've got today, I just thought I'm going to rehem them because I really don't like the stitch I've got. So I've altered around with the tension on my sewing machine and I've got the tension just right. So I'm taking out what I've done and putting in new stitches, and it literally is so quick. I'm just taking out one, putting in another. I'm here on my own. I've got vlogs on in the background. I'm watching Stitch, Hem, Sew, put her in the bottom. And I don't know, I've just picked up whatever YouTube has thrown at me on the kitchen television. I've just watched one of Crystal's vlogs, and I had my lovely chat with Crystal last night. It went on for quite a long time. We had to have 2 Zoom calls. I think we were just discussing life in general at the end. So the wedding, these dresses, I started off by doing a rolled hem, and I just wasn't happy with that. So then I took the dresses down. Just let me lift you up a little bit. Then I took the dresses down to Amy's and we re-hem them using the hem marker. You're now not straight. My little box for the camera tricks is out of reach at the moment, so I'm just having to do this manually. And I re-hemmed them, So I took the dresses down to Amy's, and we had another look again at the lengths and used the hem marker, got them spot on. And I thought, you know, I'm not going to use the rolled hemmer this time, I'm actually just going to do this manually, because it comes down to a matter of pride in the end. It's my work, and I like my work to be as perfect as it possibly can be. So I'm just taking them out and doing them again. So that has taken a lot of my sewing time. Excuse me. See, I'm falling down. Falling down in my chair because I've got a fleece behind it. That's better. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to fiddle around so much. But once that is done, and it's going to be done by lunchtime, it's going to be done in about an hour. So I just thought I'd come on and start to vlog. I'll do some more this afternoon when I've taken these dresses down. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was some fabrics that I got. Now when I went to Sewn on the Tyne, I bought this lovely fabric and I absolutely adore it. I love the pattern on it. What I don't like, I need to get some of those little strappy things that you can buy. I adore this pattern, and I bought it, we thought it was a viscose spandex. It was on the website as 96% viscose, 4% spandex, and I never actually thought, we never looked at anything on it, we just picked it off the shelf, measured it out, perfect, because I am making the kilo. Yeah, let's make the kilo wrap dress, everybody. Let's make it upside down. The kilo wrap dress. Now, if anyone's seen any of the footage that Ruan and Rachel have both put up, and I've put up about Sewtoon, I'll put links to channels below, and I'm going to try and insert the video link for mine at the top there. Tamlin was wearing a sleeveless version of the kilo wrap dress. She's worn it a lot. absolutely, I think, one of her favourite makes, and one of my favourite makes of hers. So we thought, Tamlin and I had had a text conversation, and she was like, yep, that's perfect. It's just the right weight, Judy. I know exactly which fabric you mean. So I thought, well, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it when I come up for sew tune. Got it home and I thought, this isn't right. Put it in the wash. Never thought anything of it until I took it in off the line, and I thought, there's no way that is viscose. No way at all is it viscose. Did a burn test and it melted. Now, it shouldn't have melted if it had viscose in it, because of the percentages. And it's very hard to assess the exact makeup of a fabric from a burn test without, you have to go through the colour of the flame, the speed the flame burns at, and the smell. And all I wanted to do was to ascertain, did that have any viscose in it? Or was the percentage of spandex to the viscose higher than I thought it was? So it melted. Text first for fabrics, and I'm just doing a shout out again. Absolutely fantastic service. It's a family business, and don't forget, from the Sew Tune weekend, I do have a discount code. It's Judi10. I'll just put it up here. It runs on all full priced fabrics until the end of July. So you've got till the 31st of July to go and get yourself either some of this if you like it. If you like the makeup of it, it's a polyester spandex, or you can get some of this. Is this not just fantastic? So I went back online, and the lovely Kaylee said, we'll sort it out for you, Judy, don't worry. And this has come instead. And then the lovely Tamlin was doing my colour matching for my threads. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of video here. So let me just show you how I did the burn test. So I took a standard viscose fabric from CU at 6, just chopped a little bit off the corner and did the burn test on that, and it just burnt. Knowing it was a plant-based fibre and it would just burn. It should just ignite and burn. It did, quite quickly. Then I went for this fabric, which First for Fabrics told me was actually 96% polyester, 4% viscose, 4% spandex, and it melted. And it melted on the first test, which I forgot to record, to a little bead, and it stank. And then I did this, and it didn't melt. There's a tiniest bit of the back smell you get from the spandex, but it's 96% viscose. It won't melt. Even if it's got that little tiny bit of spandex in it to make it stretch, it's the majority of it, virtually 100% of it, is a natural plant-based fibre. And I love the plant-based fibres, and I absolutely adore the viscose spandex jerseys, because they're just so soft and they're supple and that they move. So that is a make that I want to get done this week. So next Friday sews, I will be showing you that one. Another dress I want to make is the Sicily slip dress, and I want to use this. Now this is a standard viscose, which again came from First for Fabrics when I went up for Sew Tune. And Tamlin actually put it in one of her stories for the sew along that Rachel did for the Saltwater slip last week. And she picked this fabric, this very same fabric. She did know that I bought it because she measured it out for me. So Sicily slip dress in that. Those are two dresses I want to make. Now obviously I want to try and do some other sewing this week. And I have my Jenny Stitches blog post to finish. And that is the Ilford jacket in a soft shell. I don't want to say any more because I don't think it's fair for me to tell you too much about it until I actually put it, Jenny puts it online. So I'm not going to show it to you. It is over halfway done. I've got the collar on, I've got everything done, and I have flat felled the seams, which is adding to the workload because I had to do the flat felled seams on that. When you go down the sleeve, obviously you can only do one line of stitching, you can't do the second, so I've done like a faux. I've turned the fabric over the seam allowance to create that lovely finish, and I've sewn it down, so I'm going to have to slip stitch it from the inside just to catch it down. So I've got some lovely buttons to put on it because it is a very dramatic fabric. It is totally not me. So there's that to finish, these dresses to make, and maybe another dress I would love to try and get done this week is a dress pattern I've had for a long time. It is well and truly from my stash. It's a pattern brand that I have sewn. Come on camera, back you come. Thank you. That's better. When I walk away, it readjusts the lighting when I come back, which I think is lovely. This is a pattern company that I have sewn before, and I'm not totally in love with the pattern brand, but I'm going to give it another go. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm going to make the Davy dress by Sewaholic Patterns. I bought this pattern 7 years ago, and I bought the fabric for it 7 years ago, but I thought it would be lovely to wear in Oregon. Is that nice? Just a lovely cotton jersey, and it came from Guthrie and Ghani in Birmingham. Absolutely love that. What do you think? And for another dress, I want to do 2 Sicily slip dresses. I have ordered something from Rainbow Fabrics. I went on yesterday and I saw a remnant piece for a tenner, and then I spanned the wheel. You know that wheel they've got on Rainbow Fabrics? £5 off your order. Down to a £5 already for 3 meters of viscose. Thank you very much. I'll have that. And with the postage, it went back up to 8. Win-win, still less than 10. Now, don't we all love everything that we see on everybody else's vlogs and think, I'm going to give it a go? Well, our lovely friend Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, she put her projects in these lovely packets, coloured tops with a zip in. Now, we have these at school and we use these as phonics packs. So these packs aren't brand new. They're quite moth-eaten here. You can hear, look. We've got sticky stuff on the front there, but they've been through the washing machine and I've completely cleaned them to get any whiteboard pen, that sort of like a black marker, dry white pen are good. So in here I've got quite a few of these things. These have got my intended sewing projects for my trip, my holiday wardrobe. So I'm going to tell you what is in this holiday wardrobe, and I'm going to go through into my living room now, and I'm going to then edit my vlog, type up the links. I'm going to go to Rachel's tomorrow and upload my vlog. So the first thing here is I've got the Granite Sweater by Maison Forth. Let me show you it. It is the Granite Sweater. Now I have got some of the most amazing fabric to make it in. And I know there's a certain lady that lives down the road from me who's very jealous that she's not got it. It's Stardust by Atelier Brunette, but it's in dusky pink. They don't make it anymore. Got it in a coupon sale. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm not putting that in a D-stash anywhere. So I literally went on, must have been maybe 2-3 years ago now. There it was, just sat there. And I thought, I'm going to get that. There's enough to make a jumper. Now, the Granite is a lovely loose-fitting jumper, so I thought that would be nice if I needed to put a jumper on for a cold layer, maybe the air conditioning on an aeroplane. In the next one here, we have the Kilo wrap dress, which I talked about earlier. And in this one, I have this is the third fabric I bought at First for Fabrics. It is their beautiful linen. I've washed this and it's taken the sizing. The reason you wash is, one, you want to get any shrinkage out of the way. Sorry, I've got an itch here. You get to get rid of any shrinkage that might happen to the fabric. And the other thing is, sometimes the fabric has a sizing, and that is just something that gives it a bit of extra crisping, a bit like starch. And you need to get rid of it before you start sewing with it. So it has come out of this wash, it feeling immense. Now, as you know, I'm currently having a bit of a love affair with First for Fabrics. And you know something? Discount code. It's back there again. So there is the discount code. So that is the Opal trousers by, who are they by? Megan Nielsen. I'm going to do the paper bag waist, and I'm going to do the sort of long shorts. Thought that would be quite nice. I want to make an Ogden cami in this, which is my fabric swap from the Isoso Sew Day. There's an awful lot of this, so it might be what I use the rest of it for. I really, really don't know. There's a dress there which I might get onto and I might not. There's an extra one slipped in here. It is my daughter-in-law's to-be's hen do. 2 days, the day before I leave to go down south for the airport. So it's on the Saturday and I go down south Sunday morning. The next thing is a dress for my daughter-in-law's hen do. Now I'm going to go, that's it, just in case she washes it. I know what she's wearing. She doesn't need to know what I'm wearing. I'll show you when I've done it. I'll show you when I've done it. It was a saltwater slip, another one, but I can then wash it quickly. I don't actually have to wash it. I can wash it, let it dry overnight, and I can iron it when I get to Lorianne's. I want to do the Sicily slip dress, which you saw earlier, so that's in a packet as well. Now these packets are old, they're tatty, they do zip up, only just. The zip doesn't really work on it. I have to use it like that, but they do work, and we were going to throw them out, so I nicked them from being thrown out. This one here is the, what's it written down here on my pattern? These are the envelopes I use to put my PDFs in and my traced patterns. I just get them from B&M or Tesco's, Wilkinson's. They're just literally popper wallets, nothing more than that. But they're nice. If you get a colour and a permanent marker pen, you can write on it. It works for me. Everybody's got different ways. Fiddle around and find the one that suits you. This is the Charlie jumper by Atelier Jupe, and I bought the pattern from Andrea at Pink Door, and I bought this lovely fabric in Andrea's sale from Beyond the Pink Door, so that's going to be my other loose fitting jumper to take on holiday, and it will go with the opal shorts. Look, it sort of works. It's going to work. I've decided it's going to work. And then the final thing is the Davy dress, which I showed you earlier. Now, how many of those can I get done between now and Friday next week? I dread to think if I'll get any of them done. I've got to get some of them done. So tomorrow, I haven't seen Rachel for such a long time. Don't go eating into my time any more than you're going to on Tuesday, young lady. You can't see it, but I can. Just wagging a tail at me. Thank you. I haven't seen Rachel for such a long time. She texted me today and said, do you fancy going down and having a sew day? So I'm going to go down tomorrow for about 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the day, and we're just going to sit in a sewing room, natter and sew. So I'm not actually going to sew. I'm going to cut out and prep into these envelopes, Rouen style. So if it works, it's thumbs up to Rouen. It's her idea. Thank you to the lovely Anne, who has bought me a coffee. I went and had a little look on my Running So and So emails, because there's in the description box is my email address if you want to ask me any questions. And there was a coffee. So thank you so much, Anne. I got quite a bit of a sort of fanfare from coffee because it's my first one. So that was an absolute delight and a surprise. Thank you so much. Now, for now, I'm going to say goodnight and I'll see you very soon. Bye.